to preparing for this event. We heard it from Zonic himself, preparing since January of this year. They've been putting in the legwork, so the pressure is certainly going to be on their shoulders to deliver here.
There's no doubt about that, Freya. And for Apeks, it does feel like they're playing with house money. They have great preparation. We heard Cuban say that they really didn't change too much of what they were doing for Vitality. I say that's BS. I say that's completely BS because every single vlog I watch from Apeks shows all of the anti-stratting they put into every single team. And so I think he was sandbagging that interview just a little bit. And I think that Zonic, though, there's no coincidence, and it's not by chance that they call him the GOAT coach. He saw right through that. He was looking dead into Cuban's soul when he was saying those words, lying to his face. And so Zonic, he knows that this is still a game that is not going to be easy, and it's one that Vitality have came in with that prep.
May I present a notion forth to the council here present? Shall we address Apeks as Dan Matt is clear and Apeks as Apeks? This is going to confuse the hell out of me if we talk about Apeks all the time. Apeks gaming, Apeks player, but about playing, it's time to game, I think.
Well, we are ready to get this semi-final underway. Mirage, Vertigo, Inferno, if we do so need it. So let's raise the roof in this semi-final.
I can't quite believe we're here. Semi-final, Vitality are here and present. The first major in Paris and the last of CSGO. It all seems to be blending poetically and beautifully, Chad. It really is. As we get ourselves situated, a shrug of the shoulders, a connection of the fists. And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, we're heading in! The semi-finals! Vitality! Battling tooth and nail, undefeated as it stands. Can Apeks make a dent in the indomitable?
Apeks has set the tempo here on the T side, attack on their map choice and slow out the gates. Getting this one together, a couple of smokes, couple of flashes, and well, the site they want to hit, guess who's home? Tucked in towards the back, the humble god, look into the skies.
Does he start with a bang? The Woo, ready, present, and correct, and it's Zywa with the feed to start. JL, okay, the chosen one is here, starting as he means to go on, popping three, but Steeko and Nork, they're not quite done with this. They didn't read the script. They're not supposed to be resistant as Nork lays another to rest. Magisk now watching as it's up to Dupree and Spinks, this unlikely blend of Counter-Strike styles, nationalities. Dupree should have this and delivers. And Steeko already a double. Is there anything more? It's not to be. And Vitality kicking it off with a bang.
Ability to open and experience to close right there. Zywa and Dupree combine, and this is beautiful. If you're going to target Apex's bomb site, and I'm not talking about the team, I'm talking about the player, you can put Zywa here as a trap card. Look at this, just dancing with him and doing what he does best. That's one way to kick it off here for the French. Felico here from Apeks. Just a couple of upgraded pistols. No full investment, going to bring the AK-47s out into the next. We're just going to be going through the paces right now. Dupree actually starting over towards B here in the early gate, so something to note. Oh, there you go. We need to keep our eyes on this. We haven't seen Vitality play Mirage. They haven't had to, right? It's been easy for them. They've played 6 maps, 4 series, quote unquote, with a couple of best-in-ones in there. And they haven't needed to play Mirage. They played Nuke, Vertigo, and Anubis, undefeated on all of them. Their first test here on Mirage, and this is a map where Apeks 16-0'd Greyhound. It's a stark contrast in crowd as well as opponent. But that's the thing, Apeks has been the B defender. Now, on the pistol round, he was playing short. They had Zywa back at B. Now Dupree's at the B site. He's normally the B defender, and Apeks is over towards A. So let's see how this unravels into the gun round. The run boost, as they're going to mop him up here. Zywa with another few. And there it is. Quick little quad, neat and tidy. 7 kills, 2 rounds. Quite the start.
His 6th major.
His first semi.
And his first semi-final. I don't think Mathieu Herbeau is going to let off the gas. He's got the perfect team around him. I'm not just talking in the server, everything to facilitate and enable him to blossom and bloom. into a very special individual.
A little tech timeout here, gonna get the microphone sorted, but that's Kixon on your screens. Yesterday, a performance that I don't think anybody knew he had it in him.
Yeah.
Maybe Kixon himself, but that was some fantastic Counter-Strike out of the young lad yesterday.
I mean, okay, put yourself in the shoes of Apeks right now.
The team or the player?
Sorry. The team this time. But put yourself in their shoes, right? You've walked out, you feel like a villain of the state. And then, not only that, you know you're up against ZywOo, you know, this fabled name, this untouchable god. And already in the first 2 rounds of Counter-Strike, you've run into him, and he's got 7 kills. Yeah, sure, Eco Cobra, 7 kills, 2 rounds, and already you're sitting there going, okay, so he is here.
But this is the thing, and it's not just ZywOo. Obviously, you'd want to try and avoid him in every round, but the key to Apeks, especially in their win yesterday against Liquid, they were not afraid. They were happy to get in your face, tussle, try and bring you down into the mud. And then you have that Nork clutch on overpass, that little shell shocker right there. The momentum shifter to get them across the line. Apeks have the necessary pieces here, but this test, we talk about experience, it's so difficult to be able to quantify. But today I think we're about to see why the likes of Magisk, Apeks, dupreeh, all their experience, what it stacks up for. To be that support network for the stars of this Vitality roster, Spinx and ZywOo. But we're back underway, we're into the guns. Tech timeout has come to its conclusion. And Apeks are starting middle again here.
Yeah, they are changing things. I mean, we heard it from Sonic. Counter-Strike is more mental than ever.
I'm just making sure I've done my prep properly. I'm going back and sliding through.
Well, I'll keep hold of the reins because Stiko, he's poking and prodding. dupreeh on B, good for 1. Stiko, though, he did avenge elsewhere on A. Magisk now down again. Do that Stiko AK. This would be an optimal place for Apeks to post their first round here. This mismatch of Counter-Strike players from around the globe have pushed the limits of what many considered possible.
They're going to push short here. They're going to scale up short. Spinx is about to take a fight. So boosting window, ZywOo will have to consider this at some point. Kixon, this is actually a perfect position alongside a Nork. They're boosting, and Spinx is going to catch 2!
Great start, no possibility for a rebuttal immediately. Kixon activates and has found one! And Stiko onto Apeks! Hold your breath. 30 seconds, a 2 versus 4 immediately equalized. And dupreeh, who's next on the scene, caught out Spinx long range. Smoke wasn't up in time, Kixon down, bomb lost. And Stiko doesn't have the health for this. He's already started so strong.
dupreeh's aware. Look at him here. And the sound cue will have been noted. dupreeh should have a pretty good idea where Stiko has gotten off to in the time. 15 seconds. Might just have to be the save here. And that's going to be it. 3-0 start right now. Hot out the gates.
Yeah. And dupreeh, good catch. Spinx, a triple in total. That's his first 3 of our trip to Mirage. So having all those individuals online as we get the engine rolling. And you think about Vitality. No one has been able to take a map off of them here. Do Apeks really have it in them?
Yeah, Matthew pointed something out there. The fact that they are undefeated, but a lot of the games have been close.
Yeah.
Teams have pushed them, and it doesn't really seem to matter what the name is. They have been pushed. So today, can they get shaken? Can they get tested again? Or will they be screaming into that grand final against Gamer Legion? Yeah, you heard me right. Vitality, the last tier 1 partner team to defend the honor of many, as ZywOo straight out mid with an AWP against the line of fire. He's jumped out the window. Now, the Stiko save to AK is what we need to keep our eyes on here, but he hasn't activated early for a fight. He's rerouted here. We want to make sure that he can look for a duel before these Deagles overcommit. They have a couple of smokes, a couple of flashes to work with, so at least find some ground so Kixon can call you into this round.
Yeah, Vitality are cognizant there's an AK in the mix. And that's going to be their first port of call if they can. Nothing mid. Apeks relays the information. We'll get the nade pinned. Timing everything in this video game. Bang. Chips away. Couple of AKs in the mix on that CT side as well, leveling the odds of those head-to-head duels. And ZywOo is up for the fight. Posted. And a headshot for good measure. JL gone and more to come. They're starting to pincer in. It really hinges off of Stiko. Has he got what it takes up against Dan Madisclair? Flash great. Hasn't found lethality. No response. No, it's only one. Spinks denies and it falls beautifully into place. Jacob should be a dead man. Spinks secures it. And these multi-kills, they are flowing.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better start than 10 kills on ZywOo 4 rounds in and 5 for Spinks. So this is huge already. We're about to move into the second gun round. And this is still the feeling out stages. But the individuals of Vitality, they have come to play today. They're hitting some shots and even stunning the legend right there, JL. Asking the question of what from ZywOo's AWP as he finds himself over towards Ticket, punching a couple. But back into these AKs. No Nork AWP available just yet, but Vitality looking hot. ZywOo smoked off, fires a shot, alerts them to his position, but Apeks is playing connector. We've gone old school here.
He's mixing it up. Often seen as a very crucial point of the map. You put your superstar there to keep him at bay, a la Crims, but Jacob fancies his chances, catches Apeks with a pin. Pulled, gets away a little unscathed to 70 damage, and Spinks is the first in the feed. Nork gives something for Apeks to work with, looking for their first round. Jacob, caution to the wind and into Apeks, can't find a second. Kixon maintains. That's an advantage they have to hold on to now. Still very divided. We'll look to reunite and commit.
Kixon has key real estate here. He can kind of just stay towards vent room. Nork can work up connector. JL's going to grab the bomb and join up with Stiko here. dupreeh has now floated over towards this jungle position. Is playing forward and hidden from the A-ramp as well as Palace. Magisk has been the one to activate first, but dupreeh can try and bait for him. It's all going to come down to the timing. And look at ZywOo transitioning over now as well.
Yeah, they got a good idea of what's coming. Still no direct contact. Sound cues plenty. And Magisk looking for his first frag. Oh, he denied, and Nork built upon it. It's only ZywOo, but that might be all they need. The chosen one! He's doing it all as he misses his chance. Can't get away. He is such a threat. He is terrifying, Chad.
Starting early with the antics, isn't he? Already had a couple of highlights and we're just 5 rounds in.
5 rounds, Chad, I'm terrified.
And so are Apeks here, but Stiko, that's a big one, spinning on a dime. Great response there. A good round for Apeks to draw back here. A really nice round. They put this one together, that is going to feel good. They'll get there first. You can settle those nerves. Remember, the experience factor here. It doesn't compare. Apeks are out of their element, but they've shown yesterday they can still thrive. And a boost, the push is coming.
ZywOo once more. He is not happy with flying high. 12 frags already.
Got to call that off. You can't re-aggress once the AWP notes your presence. So the aggressive mid-maneuver hasn't been capitalized on. Apeks haven't taken space across the map here to try and punish the extremities. You can see, now Vitality have to rejig their CT setup. All these little pieces constantly moving as, hold up, they might try and go aggressive B apps. It didn't work mid. Let's boost up and let's push B apps as a unit here and take some space, because right now our info is very low, but look who lies in wait. Nork, this is the perfect weapon for the job.
How is he so prepared for this? Coincidence or not, Nork in prime position for the defense of this real estate. An aggressive stance from the CT side. Apeks still. They've gathered ground, and it's Kixon to take some contact, loses out to the farmhouse. That's big from Apeks. Loss of their leader, and now needing one back is Jacob traded. ZywOo, ooh, he catches lead from JL. So strap in, the bomb's on its way.
Don't forget about dupreeh.
Yeah, we'll keep our eyes on that one. The Dane working on some rather brutal pain from behind. Stiko onto Spinks.
Magisk has to live. He has to live. Buy time for this flank. They're going to hunt him down.
Survival integral. Holding on. Still not planting. dupreeh's got his knife out. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. And it's up to Magisk just to live, to continue to distract. And Nork's hit it, but still, they're not ready. They're not ready. dupreeh. He's got the pedigree. Nork doesn't have the time. Has to plant safe. Does he get it in time? dupreeh. Trajectory. Good. Half health. 2 bullets to the body, all he needs. Nork the AWP, only 1. Can Apeks string together some rounds? dupreeh does not think so.
Denying Nork right there. Big stuff from dupreeh. In the clutch, Nork has been brilliant. So denied here. Cannot get back-to-back rounds. Will not break the money of Vitality. And and we'll have to go up against another buy round here, but they are making Vitality fight for this. Look at the time, understanding they have to flush him out. Good heads-up play there. dupreeh catches Seiko for free, and then Nork just dancing around the boxes. He knows he's pinned, he doesn't have the weapon for the job, and Vitality will grab their fifth.
Vitality exemplifying some fierce focus in this one. They know the job is not done, it's only just begun.
Still early days here, but they've still got them on the ropes, Apeks. Look at the buy. Magic into an MP9, a Famous for Apeks. They can take some mid-control as Jacob. Need to get him activated as JL. We've seen this trick before on the ledge, looking for the fight, and spots the leg.
Uh-oh, still dead. Magisk sent to bed. Gigson, is he really doing it dry? Zaiwu knows where you are, and he's not having any problems. A 4-on-4 emerges, and JL wants to change that. Apeks caught out CT, Spinks tucking in. Presence above, presence in front, and the big fight for Jacob can't handle dupreeh. But look at the pressure, no bomb, sure, but if they could just find one more, Spinks is gone on the floor, and now dupreeh and Zaiwu. What a legend. For very different reasons. Stiko onto that bomb retrieval. They've got plenty of time to slow this one down.
Yeah, this can reset, but look at Nork again. He just understands that they need this real estate if they want to be able to get the bomb down. So aggressive in the face, being waited for dupreeh. Regrouping now with Zaiwu. The two of them have a bucket load of nades, but the HP is not there for this. Bogdan's Law comes into play.
Zaiwu on the rifle. He can rock it. Can dupreeh contribute on the AWP?
And he saves!
Yes, he can! Cancels the bomb plan.
Lurk smoke here, they can play around this.
That's scary for the boys of Apeks. Stiko, JL, what can you do?
They want to
dupreeh's
fight.
low, they want to bring the fight to them, but this all hangs in the balance. Perfect from Zaiwu. What's back? JL, have you got it in ya? He could, but with 3 HP, they're both hanging on by a thread. One bullet will do it. 10 seconds, it doesn't matter. JL clutches up for Apeks and injects some hope. A quad kill from the Lithuanian.
Needed more from JL, right, alongside of Jacob here, but that is a massive round from him. A huge round, and this kid's got a personality on him. He's going to run with that. As the second round for Apeks will come through, and one of the factors that fed to this was JL's heroics here. He was able to isolate a lot of these fights. You can see that shot on the Sphinx, an absolute blinder right there, and then just whittling them down time after time. Great clutch here, under pressure. Good stuff. He's on his first major stage, his first major ever. Same as Kicks and same as Nork. Those faces just to grace your screens. Takes down a man who has won 4. That one's going to feel good. And it's going to steady some of the nerves here yet again, because now you've bought yourself a bit of a buffer. Vitality should be just down to a couple of pistols here. Looks like they're going to light buy with some... Ooh, wow, they're going a bit heavier than I thought. Don't worry about light buy. This is almost a shove all in.
Ooh.
A little bit of residual cash left over for Zaiwu, the man on your screen, to get out the orb when he can. You can see here, 15 kills, 5 deaths, 179 ADR. Well, let's see what he can do with the hand cannon.
This is where Apeks have to be able to close out against the lighter buy.
So far, opening frags have correlated to round wins.
And so it all hangs on that opening. And silence falls in the Accor arena in anticipation. Can Vitality subvert the expectation? Ground taken procedurally.
They're giving them a lot of room here other than over towards A ramp. Stiko's the only one really in any danger right now.
Starting to gather their forces. They've got a full 60 seconds to work this puzzle out. Vitality looking for the opening. Spinks is Deagle's connecting, and so is Magisk. The hand cannons connect. And Apeks starting to fall and wobble. The tailspin now is getting worse. Zaiwu in the spine of JL. And Jacob, alongside with Nork, is going to have to try and resuscitate hope here. Oh, Zaiwu's Deagle, deadly. And it's all on to Jacob, the man can clutch. And a triple to stabilize and save face.
Oh, dupreeh's lost him here. dupreeh doesn't know where he's gotten off to right now, and Jacob, silent as you like, quietly making his way into an open bomb site here. The bomb will go down, and dupreeh, nothing he can do about this. 40-second timer. 1v1.
A 5-7 versus an AK. Jacob, nerves. Oh, but he holds on! And he saves Apeks there! That was necessary as it was glorious.
Norwegian says no. No, 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 you're not going to rob that one away from us. Now, consecutive rounds here will have to be the eco from Vitality. In fact, they forced him with those deagles, the armor. Hasn't left them in a position to go for any type of a buy here. And this is it, where it all could have fallen apart. So Jacob trades back, takes down ZywOo, and then still has a tall task. Is desperate from Apeks, trying to pin him down exactly where they know where he is. And yeah, dupreeh, unfortunately in that scenario, there's not a whole lot you can do.
Ooh, there's some chip damage. This one should just be a walk, a stroll in the park. Kixon happy to rock the MAC-10, a weapon perfect and suited to the task. Unarmored CTs awaiting. You can see the potency. They are going to continue to try and set ZywOo up. Drop to Deeg and looking for damage.
Yeah, just trying every trick in the book here. This is good stuff from Apeks, right? They're slowing the tempo of the game down right now. They're having these lighter purchase rounds played on their own terms, going through the paces, using their utility on point. Like that from Kuben, he understood. You're up against it. 10,000 fans, home crowd advantage, one of the best Counter-Strike players in the world. And this is Apeks, the plucky underdog, as they continue to rip open some heads. Jacob snaps to ZywOo. Has to clear this out, though, diligently, as he does get peppered down.
Oh, another one landed into Kixon's head there. He will fall as well.
No, there's two more.
Oh, dear. Oh, no. There's no way. There's no way. Nor can Stiko have to hold on. And dupreeh's got another. It all hinges on Stiko, but this was just the eco. Can he save him again? First it was Jacob. Nade looks good. Not quite. Spotted them both. He's ready for the fight, perhaps on the MAC-10. He can find more. Running him down. Apeks pushing the limits. No bullets. Has to use the Glock. This is uncomfortable. Apeks overextends. 15. dupreeh. Oh my God. What can you do?
Oh, again with the Glock.
Eco with the Glock, no less. Saves them against the eco. They did everything. Everything right, but Stiko, he disrupts.
Clutch after clutch here for Apeks. That's meant to be the easy one. They're meant to putt this one in.
I can't believe
no dramas whatsoever. And Stiko pulls out the Glock, just making him look silly here.
Oh.
All right, well, that one means a lot. To win a clutch like that, you're going to be very, very happy if you're Apeks to have survived by the skin of your teeth. And that's miraculous. You shouldn't be getting away with that. And Mythar, he knows that too. It should not be that close in that type of a round.
Okay, sure. Exactly my thoughts as well. Apeks is just trying to make sure they can shake that one off, because you can't help, your mind starts to wander. The demons in your brain start whispering, you could have had that.
And they've still got the lead just by one, as Vitality do get back into the guns. ZywOo, 17 kills, the next closest in the server after that clutch. Stiko with 11 to his name. And these clutches might be worth their weight in gold. If it's the only way Apeks are able to grab rounds, it doesn't matter. This is it. You win, you're in that grand final, and we will have one for the history books. Aim a Legion await. ZywOo starts towards A.
Well, he has shown up so far, Chad.
Come in, Alex.
And they're walking towards him. Ooh, what? Whistles past the shoulder, too. An uncharacteristic round out of the Woo, and it's going to punish him. He's gotten away. Apeks extends through the smoke, and looking for the trade was Jacob. Good for it. Into the 4v3. Hanging on by a thread, though, Jacob. 4 HP. That bomb won't go down yet. Nork to maneuver through. Spinks and ZywOo to disrupt. No armor on the Woo. And look at the angle. dupreeh, perfect. Jacob in trouble. Going to be run down. No help. No help and no respite. It falls once more onto Stiko. Spinks doesn't think, though. It's going anywhere. 6-2-4.
Yeah, that's a really worrying round right there, with the number advantage and just Nork getting caught off by the fade of that smoke. You can't be flubbing these. You see the smoke fade. dupreeh's like, thank you very much. And I think this is just going to back up what we saw happen in the previous 2 rounds, where it was lighter buys and they had to convert 1-on-3s. Well, those issues are going to hurt you a whole lot more when the guns are out, and that's reflected in this round.
Look who's here. A warm welcome, and he's of course here to watch this game transpire.
We're already back into play, and it's just the hero AK for Jacob right now. He's been mopped up, and that's the only threat removed. JL has scooped it off the dirt.
Yeah, see if he can get anything done, but of course no armor behind it.
Yeah, if you're going to have that type of a buy here, you need to get some damage. So Vitality keep it clean. Maybe the perfect way to deal with this type of a purchase. Boost over, spot, and JL will take down Apeks, 4-on-4.
Happy with that. Very happy with that one. Now, Kixon can perhaps be a little bit of a trap card to activate late. A bomb plant would go a long way here.
Yeah, and pressure towards Dupree's side. There's a chance. Spinks will have to rotate back. Magisk is completely removed from the plate. Defensive smoke. They could opt to wait this out, you know. Dupree has to get 1 to 2 kills here.
Yeah, you can see Magisk already.
Well, not so
that
much anymore.
T-spawn.
Spinks is coming over.
He's going to be in the right place. And Dupree got the AK out of JL's hands. A nice double. Likely a triple. And hang on, we did lose ZywOo. Oh, Kixon! He throws it over the fence. Says, go and get it.
Yeah, being very fiscally responsible here is Kixon, and that's going to be it. So gets a kill, denies the AWP. Vitality will grab 7.
Spinks can't find it. He's running through CT spawn, looking at the floor. He can't quite get it out.
And that means that Vitality can't have it. There's not enough finances available here to buy out an AWP for ZywOo. And there's another fan fave getting on the phone. Got a call. Mr. Naf Fly.
It's nasty-ass Naf in the flesh. This does really feel like a whole gathering of Counter-Strike players, fans, the entire community showing up. It's really felt like old days.
Look at Jacob in this round after that hero AK just with the Tech 9. Not a great buy, and Kixon's already dead.
Oh, that's a dream start, not for Kixon. But it's Apeks, a combination of bullets and nade. Gives them another opening. Can Vitality convert it cleanly? Staying active.
They've taken a lot more risks with their CT setups. It's constantly been in flux. This Apeks bringing it back towards window and connector. It's been playing B in their last few, so this change, I guess it's also going to throw Apeks for a loop. All their prep, maybe for nothing here if they're going to play Counter-Strike by names, as JL has some space.
Something to be said about this one. If JL can break through, Stiko, he's opened up the account. At least one frag to celebrate for Apeks. Not in a hurry, but they might be now. Apeks caught out. Spinks, however, on the double. Spinks. JL overextends into him, leaves us on that 2-on-2. Bomb on the floor as well.
Stiko again.
I can't believe it. Low HP. He's repositioned and it's worked perfectly. Stiko, the man of the hour for Apeks.
He has been monstrous. The Tractor, he's getting it done in a big way. 14 kills. He's had impact in clutches with a bloody Glock. Now he's just lurking out late and denying Spinks any luxury on this side. This is the opener. Bang, dead. Nade, done. Kixon, now the Puppet Master from the grave. This is important for Stiko. Magisk had the jump on him there, shooting the first shots. And this is the re-aggress, this time out of Palace. Spinks had no idea where that fight could be coming from and when.
Yeah, one of the most humble and genuine in Counter-Strike is Stiko.
They've bought here, Vitality.
Oh.
This half could change. This half could change a lot.
It hangs on a AWP, an M4, and a smattering of pistols.
Apeks can win the half if they win this round. They can bring themselves back into the game. Vitality going to be bottom of the barrel with the finances as we move into the later stages. We're already round 13. Really important purchase here. They have to get a lot of production out of this AWP and rifle. Stiko went from being the hero in the last round to a MAC 10 in this round. Mr. Support here.
They've put so much faith and finance into Mathieu Herbeau.
He's out of position right now.
Charging in. Only pistols. Oh, blind screen. At least it's traded. JL quick on the trigger, and Jacob the same. Apeks running in.
Come on now.
ZywOo now just has to play a very different
Barrel's been spotted.
Lost it. Okay, this half just got a whole lot more competitive.
This is it.
They put it all in there, Chad.
Yeah,
every penny.
That type of a buy, it leaves them in this situation now. It's an eco to tie things up. Right, we know they've been somewhat deadly on these lighter purchases, but they didn't get it across the line. They were close, but close doesn't count here. JL has activated as well. His influence is being felt. 12 kills for him. Jacob, ever since we said Jail and Jacob's name, they are both in the server now. 12 and 10 in those double digits. This is to tie things up. The AWP brings out.
Don't forget the last eco cat.
But even still, that was mistakes from Apeks.
Yeah.
It was Vitality capitalizing on those mistakes here, but this is the lightest version possible. We're just talking 5 USPs, and I don't see Apeks doing it again, especially now that they're starting to look a little bit more steady. They've won 5 out of the last 7 rounds. They've changed the flow of this map, their map.
Yeah, they chose it for a reason.
And it's not the unthinkable anymore. I don't know how many upsets people need to see and witness right in front of their very eyes to stop questioning the results. These teams that nobody put too much stock in, they have come to play, and Apeks have not changed that here today.
Jacob, he can overcome, and a weapon may fall into enemy hands, but the B side is JL with the help of Stico. Forging a path, good dink, but not enough for the conversion. And it's Magisk actually scooping up that AK and playing his trade nicely. Nor careful with the AWP. JL's low as well, and oof, they are making them work. And Zywu with only a USP. Yeah, he's good, but JL's now down. Not possible. I refuse to believe he can get anything more here. Not a penny spent. A USP and a flashbang. And a missed shot from Nork. Good God. They're giving him chances. They're letting him chase. They're letting him work. It would be a 10-second defuse. You can't win this. It's impossible. Don't worry. Because 7-7.
See that little move from JL there? I'm not too sure too many people caught that, but he dropped his gun out the window as he was running away to make sure that Zywu couldn't get a rifle.
That's actually very nice. It was a deliberate jump.
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, the death, not so much, but getting rid of the AK, I'm not sure at what point he released that from his hands there, but just denying any way that Zywu can have a say. It will be the second time out now. Zonic knows what it takes to win a major. We got a nice little history lesson from Kuban on stage before they went toe-to-toe. These two have a score to settle. What do you say, 2007, 2017, now 2023, the best of 3.
Man, oh man, it does just feel so poetic. The coaches, the team, rise to power. They won in Rio, just ahead of the major on home soil for those 2 French names. And finding that mix, blending Danish Counter-Strike legends with some of France's best, of course, the prodigy himself. It's been a project, it's been a process, and their rise to power seems to be peaking at the optimal moment.
In mid here.
We're back in game. Last round of the half. Who will lead with the edge? Nades to the face.
Yeah, avoids a lot of damage there. Apeks is pushed. He's not going to follow through with it here. Kixon's got top mid control. A lot on his plate. JL as well. He's been smoked off.
They mollied him back. They're trapped. They have to evacuate. No one was actively holding on top mid, so...
Well, Apeks wins mid control. Right. Vitality started forward. They wanted to fight. They got flushed down. Apeks didn't get away with any of his plays towards the underpass position. And now they can work here. Will there be a reaggress? Spink, Zywu, window, Apeks coming connector, and they're going to flash, fight, and frag. Kixon down.
Big one back. Looking for a response, but JL doesn't have the health to work for it. It will fall to someone else. It's been a team effort for Apeks. Stico.
Knows his jungle.
Top
the barrel
of the table. And spotted out. Nice work. Doesn't finish it off. It's Apeks to provide. And Jacob, not long for this world. Apeks makes sure of that, and another for him. A triple from Mr. Madisclair. And that Spinks to close. They will take the edge. Vitality holding on to the lead as we take a break. My God, what happens next?
I came out.
Jungle one.
One Alpha stream two. One more sandwich. I'm on the go for you.
Don't see sandwich yet.
I'm pushing B house, boys.
I'm holding
short.
I'm gonna jungle.
I'm gonna fight ticket.
Holding.
On firebox.
Joker on me, boys. Joker.
Balcony. Both.
Don't die.
Both. That's one city. Everything.
Yes, up.
Nice! Nice!
We're back for the second half. First map. This semi-final has only just begun. Are you enjoying yourself, Paris? On y va! Apeks finding new heights. as they look to continue to stand up to power, showing just how far they can rise.
Real interesting pistol here. This one's going to be quick. No utility. Armor and a kit in play. That's it. This one's going to be a biff.
Yeah, Jacob's going to have to hit some shots. They already spotted one, but here comes the trouble. A lot of bodies, but it's Nico on one. Apeks back. Immediate, even field of play. Hold on, Nork. Ready for the duel with Apeks, but long range, no problem. Everyone contributing right now.
Yeah, blink and you miss it. All the bodies hit the floor. And Vitality 1 kill away from confirming the second pistol round, making it 2 from 2. We're talking best of ones. You get the pistols, you get the clutches, you get yourself a map. Well, here, this game has been full of the 1vx situations. But both pistols, unless Kixon has something to say about it, will fall in favor of the hometown heroes. And there it is, Spinks. The final blow. 2 for him, 2 for Apeks. And 1 for ZywOo to make light work of this little purchase, but no utility on a pistol round. You don't see that too often. Just straight out the guts in mid, taking the fight, and maybe wanting to use the environment here, knowing that it's loud, knowing that the momentum, right? They can try and run with a bit of that. Coming back from the break, getting into the game, using it to their advantage. And well, Apeks, classic style for them, is going to be a force fight to contest round number 2 of the second half. Highlight here is Nork's scout. It's actually going to be starting over towards B here, but dupreeh straight out middle once more. We'll get across towards the mid-box, no dramas. Has the support of ZywOo and Apeks. Spinks and Magisk over towards A, which is quite telling that they want to split A here. Maybe not with urgency.
Smoke to delay the insurgency. Oh, Nate back, not bad. Apeks catches that. And that seems to be enough. He's seen enough, and Apeks going to be calling the shots to reposition the troops.
You can see this here. They're worried about the B apps push. They haven't had any info over towards B at all. So that is going to be a question mark. They're calling the bluff some way, and now with the connector redeploy smoke, they just removed some of the block utility, the crowd control U2, now being ripped out of the hands of Apeks here as Vitality look to finish with just an A execute. They've got plenty of smokes. They can do CT, they can do the up-down over towards jungle and stairs. You can get the mollies in towards sandwich, backside. Make sure they can't be running out of bench position.
And out of position, the majority here for the defense.
Might just be a save if they lose the site. You don't have to fight for this Apeks.
Yeah, you can see Stiko's just going to hedge his bets. Oh, the utility is very diligent. Every gap covered, and oh my god, they've even flashed through. They take CT by force. Magisk flashes in and Stiko's one bullet only.
That's not how you play an anti-eco.
They are bringing the fight to them. JL on retreat, trying to hold on to what little he brought through. Stiko may not be so lucky. That Mag-10 controlled. And this could be a clean one. They are fighting them, charging them.
That's one way to make the third round here in the second half nice and easy. Just remove all of the upgrades. Make sure they've got nothing as Jacob. Apparently he wants to offer up his deagle as well. His position has been noted. Look at this. Little dots on the radar. Surge towards him. dupreeh wants more. A couple of tidy ones already as Jacob is going to be hunted down here. Apeks and dupreeh, the 2 old boys.
They're running at him. There he's gone. Nothing. Zilch. Nada. For Apeks to work with into their next round.
Yeah, that is, as I said, they didn't have to fight for this round, and I don't think they wanted to.
Right.
At least just responding to the fact they had lost the sight, and this is mental from dupreeh. Flash through the first, and then just continues to fight for the second here. This is a man on a mission. He wants number 5. The whole fistful of majors for dupreeh is to get to that grand final first. He can become the undisputed, maybe not undisputed best player of all time, but undisputed as far as the trophies in the major cabinet go.
Which most people would say counts for something rather large.
And look at this again, just Apeks has run straight through A. The rest of his team was meant to be continuing over towards B here. They'll be walking into the stack, and that's if everyone's not already dead.
Nice opportunity onto the Woo, and only the one. Nice from Nork. Grenade back. But Apeks is calling that A site wide open, and dupreeh to Scarper over there with the explosives.
Yeah, Spinks would just make sure this gun can't be picked up here. So he's just housekeeping. Couldn't really expect a lot here from Apeks in a round like this. They didn't have anything to work with. And look, he's trying to get tricky with it, trying to blow that gun back towards him.
NT.
But this is looking cutthroat right now. We've spoken about Vitality. They've gone through in the easiest way possible. Straight through to the Legend stage. There goes Nork. Win out their best of ones. Win out their best of three. Come straight through. Make it look easy.
Yeah, I mean,
the home crowd haven't dropped a map.
The quote-unquote pressure, it's not been visible. It has not been visible in results or gameplay or individual maneuvers. But I'm sure it rises a little more when you are within touching distance of that grand final. Gamer Legion waiting to see if they have to face this home crowd tomorrow.
All right, 11-7. 4-round lead now for Vitality accrued, but the guns are about to come out. Apeks to equip themselves here into the first rifle round of the second half. Nork straight into that AWP, the same not to be said for Vitality. And this is a little bit of a shock there for ZywOo, caught off guard by that silenced USP. But all good, nothing ever phases this man.
Perpetually unfazed is ZywOo.
This is a B-go. They're going to be heading over towards...
Whoa, look at that. Apeks is going out mid, though, but he will concede. There's nothing else. Nork, he's in prime position to slow this down. Through the flames, ZywOo tries it, and he's sent back to spawn. Nork's orb rings true. As Vitality play a long rotation game.
Whole round changes here, essentially, for Vitality. As it's meant to just be a B explode, use their util, get in towards the site if Apeks were going for full-on mid-control. Well, Dan confirmed that, but they couldn't volley forward in towards the site due to this AWP that is now repositioned. If you're Vitality, you just want to get some damage done. Remove a couple of rifles, force that next round of a buy to be very difficult, and they're just hitting the brakes here, hoping that Apeks' aggression has some follow-through. But right here, right now, they have just sat back. They're playing this number advantage perfectly. Nobody has to overcommit. In these scenarios, you just want to play for info. You want to make sure that you can combine for a kill with your team, and by doing so, playing for info is the best way to make sure you got the right people in the right places.
Now, mid-smoke will fade as dupreeh joins them through the underpass.
It's a tough round to win here.
They still have some nades, quite a handful as well, as dupreeh just looked away. Jacob catches him. This would mean a lot for the Apeks squad if they could keep it clean. Spotless would be ideal. Nork makes another leap in that direction. It's Spinks that refutes that and leaves him alone. He's keeping up toe-to-toe with ZywOo as well. Look at the kill distribution. ZywOo, Spinks, and dupreeh all in premium form in this semi-final.
It's those first two you need to show up for Vitality time and time again. After that, any of the other three can have their contributions. If Spinks and ZywOo are here to play, you're going to have a rough day, but we're going to draw it back. So another round for Apeks now, 11-8, and a tidy one. They win out that mid-fight. They have no dramas there. It's just Apeks on his own. He gets denied. This is it. JL, flash forward. There you go. No more pressure mid. This is called clear. Molly comes. ZywOo takes the space. Goes down to the AWP, removed from play, and GG. You're going to pack up your toys and get ready for next round, round 20. Still more than enough cash here for a Vitality buy.
Yeah, well, they went for something rather avant-garde into that one.
Yeah, very direct, wasn't it?
Charging, and now through mid. A lot of fights to be had, and it's Nork again. Beheads the Woo.
It's a big game to lose here just to get this mid control. So picked one perfectly from the bunch, did Nork. On the fade here, Jacob and JL both playing around these smokes, and JL flash looking for a fight. Nobody will oblige. He gets away.
Forcing that, yeah. The Molly will flush Apeks out. He has to stand, and through the spray, through the flames, JL reigns supreme.
Good counter-strike.
And Magisk is sticking out like a sore thumb. That's a quick trade back, and JL, he's happy with the double. He'll take a fresh mag, and he'll chill. Not in a hurry. Into the crosshairs of dupreeh. Good for the one, but that's all. Now Spinks, a great haul. But 1 versus 3 will scoop up the bomb, the first step of this flowchart to complete destruction.
You have to look at the gaps available here. He doesn't know what exists. He has to take a couple of guesses based off of where these frags have come through. Right now, heading towards the second letter of the alphabet. Oh, he's actually opted to reroute. So as he heads on down through underpass, we have about 35 seconds left on the clock. The first task, the first hurdle will be Jacob.
He does have a smoke grenade. doesn't feel the pressure, no indication. Can Spinks give Vitality something to celebrate in this one? Looks like Jacob has been caught out, but 18 seconds, he springs to action, as will the defense. Looking for him as he looks to identify a gap, expecting an overextension. Nork is posted and delivers. Been saying his name a lot.
Good round from Nork, 3 in total right there. Bit of Swedish representation. That one's going to go a long way. They were able to just pluck them apart there one at a time, right? And there was that opener of North that I think stands out the most. Zywoo removed, the round settles in, and here it is again. Bang, Zywoo gone. No issues with that one whatsoever. I love this little move here. The Molly flushed the player out from the Delpan position over towards Chair. Wombo combo is a teamwork there between JL and that of Jacob. And the frustrations on display. It wouldn't be a Vitality game without Apeks losing his cool. And this is going to be a timeout from Apeks. Not Vitality here, who are the ones who are in a bit of a rougher spot financially. They've lost 2 on the trot. Apeks will have a full buy. I think Vitality will have something a whole lot less to boast. But if you look at Vitality here, we've already mentioned this, both pistols with conversions. That's where the lion's share of their bet of rounds have come from. The rest of it, they've had to fight for, and they lost a couple of blunders there, 1v3 scenarios in lighter purchases or force buys. You gotta hope that doesn't come back to bite you in the ass.
Well, they've put all of their eggs into this basket.
Nork's here again.
The whole squad's coming. And Dupree down to the Nork Orp again. Filling the feed for these openings. Look at Apeks. That is huge.
Team flash.
On the Deagles. JL blinds this Jacob and leaves them for dead. Need a response. Another added to the tally. Vitality keeping it conservative, and now they're hitting the shots. Kixon from the flank. Nork spotted out. They know where he is, and that bomb's already ticking. This gets uncomfortable. That's the kit on Kixon. He can't let Zywoo take him down! The Deagle's solid. And the mission accomplished.
All right, they won't let this one slip through their fingers. Another light investment. This time they profit, and they might take everything away here. Spinks, he's noted now. Nork in spawn, grabs one. The fight is coming. Magix is on his way. They want to take this big green out of his hands, remove it from play. He's thrown it already. These guys, they don't want to let Zywoo get his favorite weapon. Oh, I tell a lie there, actually. You asked Zywoo.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't want to warp.
Yeah, it's like he's actually quite happy. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, they threw away the orb, did they?
Oh, boo-hoo.
Oh, no.
I guess I'll have to rifle.
Let's recap that as well. You saw Magix combine. Apeks, it was a lovely push over the stairs, and yeah, that's gonna get a little bit under your skin. A round they feel like there was destined to be theirs, and you can see what it's done to their finances shortly. Off the back of a timeout from Apeks, no less.
Yeah, and now it's Vitality's turn to take this 30-second chance. So I suppose just trying to gather yourself, take stock, take a bit of inventory of what Apex's buy could look like here. How much money do they have, coach? Where are we at? 1-3, lost 2, bounce back with a lighter investment. Do we have to worry about the Nork AWP? Well, we can answer that for you. It won't be possible here. Cuban has to sit by and watch as it will just be 1 and 4 brought through. Some pistols, very light on the util department. And this is the type of round where Vitality would love to notch their 13th onto the board. Looks like it's getting rowdy out there, or rowdier.
Anticipating a quick one.
Yeah, and you can almost ignore this one. Just look at the radar. That's going to tell you everything you need to know here. Mid-control completely taken, but Dupree, he'll be ahead of this execute. They'll be in the sight.
Whoa, couple of shots. Just shy. A nice gap for Kixon to work with if he ever has vision back. Apeks has already slipped the net. They're out, they're in. Turns the flash, sure, but that bomb's going down. Can anyone contest it? Kixon thinks he can, but late to the party and unable to convert. Nork will finish it. Vitality in hot pursuit of 13. Zywoo contributes. And Dupree too. Nothing left for Apeks here. The 13th secure. And Vitality 3 away from taking their opponent's pick and remaining undefeated.
Yeah, that right there, pretty tall task. It's been done once before in major history, so You can get it done if you can go through an entire major without dropping a map. That's a statement in itself. The crowd can taste it. Just 3 more rounds away here. Apeks with a broken looking buy here, even though they saved their investment. Still weak, still bleak. Lacking a bit of util. A Famis in the mix. 1 kit for Kixon. The ult for Nork. And 2-man push straight into...
Oh my god, they're going to fight right now, and Kixon onto the first. It's ZywOo dead. That should be enough. Get away. Kixon once more. He gets 2. Job done. And a 3-on-3 emerges. JL looking for a safe haven from the flame. It could spread, but he's safe. Holding on as he looks to peek around that smoke.
This push here from Stiko, it's going to get him an awful lot of room. He might be a problem later, but as swings and roundabouts, Apeks in mid.
No one's looking.
Has a gap, so JL needs to be on notice. Short and B apartments is open.
I'm not sure he's considering it. He might be now. Oh, spotted a barrel. Well aware of what's coming his way. Can JL step up, stand up, and deliver? As Vitality. Oh, bait the shot. They know where he is. Spinks gone down anyway. As JL, significant damage. Not can't contribute.
The Stiko flank. The Stiko flank is going to come real early.
And the Stiko clutch. We've seen one before. They're not considering it just yet. Apeks might. Managing his angles on the crawl. Apeks just ducking under the crosshair. And it looks like it's a good for another. The Frenchman holding his own here. 17 frags from Dan Madisclair.
And now we can turn to the veto. We were talking about the maps, what Vitality have played, what they haven't played. That's a whole lot of a longer list, but one of the maps, and of course it's been flawless for them throughout. Up next, Vertigo. Played it twice, won it twice, and would love to make that a 3rd time for a grand final berth. ZywOo here, his first time in a semi-final of a major. Just pedestrian, standard stuff. 22 kills is what you expect from a ZywOo.
This is his 6th time of asking. This is now the perfect 5-man roster to facilitate and support him.
Oh, they aren't just flashing for him.
No. Oh, it's a whole team effort for sure.
Even fragging.
And these guys, they recognize his brilliance. Here to witness a unique individual in the server. I run out of superlatives, Chad.
No, understandably so.
It's beyond comprehension. And how comfortable while remaining so humble. It's ZywOo boosted up on Bonantis' head and still gets Kixon down. He's plugged in right now, hot hand as per. And from behind, Nork has caught Apeks. How has that transpired? He just turns his back on it. It's JL who finds the final blow on that. But they might want to scrap their plans. They're uncertain, and Spinks getting spotted out by Stiko.
Yeah, decent little bit of damage there, and that rifle has been claimed by Nork, so some problems here for Vitality. This one looked like it should have been a gimme for the 15th round, considering the purchases. And then you add on top that ZywOo opener, but Apeks giving one back over means this is going to get a little bit dicey. Trying the A execute again. Stiko and Nork to defend.
Dupree and Magis, this Danish duo. Oh! He beats Stiko! God tier on the Deagle! The round's not done. Spinks and ZywOo, names to be feared. Nork forced out wide, plays it safe. 50 seconds, ZywOo and Spinks, they're starting to work out how they can dig themselves out of trouble.
Have so much time here and even residual utility. They don't have to rush. Unlikely to see them reroute across the map considering all the circumstances that lie in front, but worried about the flank was ZywOo. Now they need to work in unison to make this one happen.
Yeah, with Jacob saying nothing here, JL and Nork are readying themselves for this final frag.
Nork's still unnoted.
This is a necessary round now, Apeks, if they want to have hope.
They might not clear this.
They have time to clear, but ZywOo caught out. He's mortal after all. A 10 comes through, double digits, and Apeks fans, they got something to cheer about on Mirage still.
All right, Apeks up to the double digits, now 10 in total, and let's watch this one again. Stiko, bang! Shuts him down, the Dane's dead. And JL, he contributes as well. And look how fired up that is going to get you. Oh, maybe I hold off a bit. I thought they would be screaming their lungs out. So keeping it calm, keeping it reserved. This is 4 players window. 4 players window. They want to biff mid.
They certainly do, Chad. And Vitality, they want to head over to the first letter.
Again, they've really been pressuring this side.
Yeah, but you know Stiko's here, right? Man's comfortable.
On great guns now. Has to be worried about this smoke here. Dropped it down to neither for now, but you're always worried about a little flash through. He does have support in Nork. Kicks in not too far away.
Ooh, just looked away, just averts his gaze. What's the go sign?
I feel like they're almost completely committed to this here, Vitality.
Well, yeah, you're going to deny some info mid. ZywOo throws out...
It means nothing.
Oh, it does?
It means absolutely nothing because of the Apeks setup. So, like, right now, you're committed to this decision, and Apeks have just flashed Jacob forward to call things clear. They can bolster this A side.
Can he get it again? Sure, great, on the dig, but Stiko, he needs to lay down the law here. If he wants to stay competitive, and oh, he's a lot more than competitive! He's winning! This round is his, a double onto ZywOo again. He's going to be cooked by that. Dupree, good find. Finishes it on the Galil.
They've got a plan.
A 3v3, they are in a hurry, 35 and counting.
It's not planted for Spinks. It's not planted for Spinks on this lurk. Forget about him for now.
I don't know if JL's going to be ready for this, though. Neither is Spinks. Oh, spotted on the bench. JL doesn't know, doesn't get the full finish. That's info, but damage as well. Look at Nork, look at JL. They're all bleeding out. As are the hopes for Apeks here. JL holds on for one. Spinks noted in mid. They need to hit the heady. Spinks the one to do so. And JL should be a dead man. Hiding in the smoke and playing around it. There's no way. There's no way.
He just has to
Spinks chase him.
Right in his face.
I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't. But it's happened. JL extends play on the defuse.
No. No, not yet. Not yet, Vitality. 15, the crowd thought they had it. No.
5 HP.
Yeah, and JL denies.
He was jumping around in the smoke. He's like Neo, dodging bullets.
And just as it hit 0, the crowd thought they had it. I thought they had it. And they're still in it.
Unbelievable. How do they keep finding more? This second wind from Apeks. And Northorp fires off a shot. Aggression not rewarded this time.
Vitality just directs these sights, knocking on each door time and time again. Kingston's turn.
ZywOo go kill. Dupree will do so. Saves him into the site. And it's already flying their flag. Vitality set for success right here, right now. Util dumped. Finding ways back in. It's not going to be easy. It feels impossible. They've got everything covered. Dupree goes down. And now another. Where did that come from? Stiko onto the Woo. They're coming for you. Look at the damage. Down on benches, Magic. Spinks trying to hold on. Tight angle, good spray. Only the one.
There's no kit.
Okay, they have to get on it. Apeks can clutch up here. 30-year-old from front, but no. I think he's got it. And it will be 12. Denying a perfect post plant. Vitality had everything they needed.
Okay, the flow of this game has just changed in a big way. Again, we'll remind you, Vitality both pistols. Vitality in these last 2 rounds back to back. It felt like they had all the advantages in the world. And kill after kill continue to come through for Apeks here.
It truly feels like something out of this dimension. Nork hitting this one's great. Magic's getting wall banged on the bench, and now they're getting in their heads.
They're shaking now.
There is definitely a mental game now here on Mirage. This is special. This is something I don't think Zonic was ready for.
They're seeing is believing, and there's been a whole lot of believing here in Paris.
Oh, they have to steady themselves.
And they have to, well, not concede around, but give a good opportunity for Apeks here to find 13. This type of a buy is nothing to be feared, circumstances considered.
Apeks on that signature scout, looking out and around. Down goes the Woo. Jacob snaps into another, and Jacob racks up 3. Round defining. Dupree helpless, 6 HP.
Can someone take a timeout and just sit ZywOo down and say, listen, can you not die first? Like, that would be really nice. We would love to keep you alive for longer than the first 15 seconds of the round.
Oh, I feel like that hunger for 16. You've had 14 now for, well, 3 rounds in a row. You've sat static. And that will look to be extended by Apeks here. looking for their 4th consecutive defensive round.
But what is it that Vitality's even got away with, right? This is 2 kills coming in easy. 1, and now Spinks. Yeah, you're next. Everybody's coming. We got the bomb. The fight is on its way.
Oh, wow. Spinks, if he was to handle that AWP. Nork, a name I can't stop saying.
I know that the confidence there, seeing them throw so many bodies at him when they know where they are, it looks silly. It's like, why are they feeding him here? But that's the confidence that Apeks plays with. They back their individuals, they back themselves, and they understand that taking those fights as a unit is something they can pull off. So now it's just a 1-round game, 14-13. We are going the distance. And the Apeks fans trying to get loud with this one. But what has worked for Vitality other than direct sight hits and pistol round wins?
Chad, you're starting to make me a bit of a believer.
They haven't conditioned anything on this T side, right?
They're doing it the hard way. On this defense, and Spinks could be an early death. He can't handle that, gets away, Kickson and Jacob trying to repel. And look at the price they've paid.
Oh dear, okay. 13 points of health between the two of them.
Yeah, that's ugly.
Not sure that was worth the exchange onto Spinks. He's low short, but this entire CT setup needs to change, and you can see it. Considering the move over towards A here. Considering a big move over towards A here.
Yo, someone's made a very direct call.
It's going to be Kickson, right? He's called them into action here. And they really have to hope that it is the finish to this gambled site, because Nork, he has been great. You're right, you're saying his name a lot. 21 kills in total, but this is very difficult. Fights on 2 separate angles.
They've got no info middle. Sure, you hear this util. Nork, though, he's going to have his head on a swivel. There's action apps, and oh, they know where one is. Misses his first chance. Now they can run at the York. Good wall bang. Nork tries to open up more. Dupree puts him to rest. And so limited now on 2 of those Apeks defenders. Do they really bow out of this one? Chipping away on Zywoo. 50 damage dealt, but you can see...
They've got no money. They have to save. They have to save. They've got to concede. There's no way that you can go for a round like this. Jacob on 6. Kickson on 7. You've got no cash in the coffers. You need these rifles if you want to take this to overtime. But this feels like a gift for Vitality. They couldn't win rounds they were favored in, and here finally they break through. And that was all but came down to this initial tussle. Nork's kill, great. Converted what Kickson started, sure, but they had to gamble because of the low HP. It left them in a position where they needed to take a risk, and they were punished for it. A really important save there. Kickson can drop a rifle for North. They can have 5 M4s into this. And that could be the case in a moment's time here. Apeks will take the final timeout, and I'm not talking about the French in-game leader. I'm talking about the team. Their last 30-second chat before they go into battle for round 29.
And so, we have gone the distance, folks. Will we see round 30? Will it be necessary, or will Vitality continue to remain undefeated here on home soil for the French members of the roster? 2 Danes and an Israeli completing this Vitality roster that have risen through the ranks and feel like they're on top of the world right now, I'm sure. But it is not done yet. Apeks, they save in order to put up a valiant attempt to force us into overtime.
I'm gonna try this again. Zywoo's got his AWP now. This time heavy through Palace. This is very interesting approach right now. It's a fight towards mid. Apeks will call it clear. JL and Jacob have been flashed forward, and the A fight is coming. They're going to waterfall. Seiko again.
What have you got? What can you do? Gets one. Dupree got down as well. Chasing into Zywoo. Good on the AWP. Watch out. He's got his weapon ready to show us what he's made of. Jacob and Nork don't seem to think so. That's 25 frags and counting. Only the one. We go all 30. A solid defense, a justified save. And now the question remains, do we need overtime?
Again, another great put round here from Apeks, especially with the opener. Because they're out mid, they've called it clear, they know there's no pressure. As soon as any util flies over A, look at the response time. You're not getting out of Palace, you're not getting anywhere. And both teams with the final buy.
Whoa, Zywoo. You say he can't be conceding opening deaths. Well, he's looking to provide the opening kill to secure it all. Run down, flashed out. Dupree bails him out. Oh, Delpan still provides onto JL. Molly now forces out a smoke. Jacob aware of presence all over the shop. Apeks forward. Nork on that AWP. Has to be a contributing member here as Apeks goes walkabout! And he behind him. Spinks as well. It all falls into place for Vitality here. Leaving Kixon alone in the cold. It took every single round. But this war of attrition looks to be won out by the hometown heroes.
Again, another close game, but another game that is a victory. Keeping this clean sheet alive is Kixon. He's going to try and kick up a fuss.
So much damage. Apeks confirms it. And that is another step towards the trophy. One map under their belt in the semi-final. We're heading into Vertigo. Vitality undefeated. Map 2 up next. Notre question pour vous, Paris. Vous êtes prêts? Let's get this party started.
I was going to throw the glitch molly here, I'm pretty sure. Going to burn through the floor and they might come out mid. Is he lining it up? Yeah, he is. So he flashes out mid and I think he's flubbed it. I think he missed it.
JL behind the sandbags needs more. Oh, the headshots. They roll. Spinks does too, though. Gets away with murder. And more in cold blood from Steeko. Can't get it down on the dualies. They have the B side courtesy of Magisk. And Zywoo forward, he wants blood, he wants the round, they want to keep it going 100% of those pistols on Mirage went their way now, looking to extend that. Jacob not ready for Magis, caught off and executed up the Glock, and it's only Kixon. Look at the damage. He's already taken a goose to the dome, and now 16 rounds conceded away from going home. Semi-finals continue, as do the pistol rounds for Vitality.
Spinks, Magis, Zywoo, all contributing there in that pistol round. Those are the three names you want to see in the early stages of this. And these trades, fantastic here. Spinks getting both, as that molly did miss, and then even gets away from the third. That is wild. But in towards B they go. And as you mentioned, 3 from 3 in the pistol department, trying to make it as easy as possible on themselves here. As Apeks will go for another buy. It is going to be the Force. Eagles 5-7, Scout.
Yeah, I like the approach. It's direct. Vitality, you can say one thing, they are direct and straight into JL, right behind the sandbags again. He's fighting tooth and nail, nade on the nose. He still takes one with him, as will Jacob. Steeko, Steeg connects and finishes. Oh! Okay, this is Apeks. And this is Zywoo. A 1v3 with a whole arena willing him to clutch up. And his brain whirs into action. He's a problem solver. He's unique, and he is deadly. Zywoo, one more. Nork, though, he's got a clutch or two. And against the Woo. 1-1. Immediate response.
And look at Nork, cool as a cucumber right there. This guy's been clutching up all since the challenger stage. That defuse is going to come through. Sure, the light goes green. And this flurry in middle, the Deagles just swing in and punish them. Trying to get out of dodge, they can't. That is a showstopper from Steeko, and Nork as well with the dig. Beautiful work. And that one's gonna slip through the fingers right there.
He can't believe it. He's in disbelief himself. Like, really? I won that? Okay.
I think he's probably questioning, why are you fighting me?
Yeah.
Play the ball.
You don't know who I am?
Yeah, right. Well, you don't have to take that fight, but all right. Be a buyback here. Looks like we got the yellow deep smoke lined up from Jacob here.
Yeah, it's Apeks laying his own finances on the line. A pursuit of glory. Weapon falls into enemy hands. Look at that. You can see they've equipped themselves nicely. AK, M4, MP9. Can Apeks immediately run with this momentum? Gifted to them.
You're given a lot of space here. Steeko's playing really passive.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, so Apeks are completely exploring the A ramp, and they will be able to call it clear. Now, the question is, how quick can they rotate over? Steeko doesn't have any utility to block with, so they will have to play retake on the site.
He's delaying them a little. Eats flashes, they're gonna have to play retake. He can't handle this alone! And one bullet to the dome, Dupree throws a heavy blow. JL, blind as a bat, gets away from it. Jacob still contributing. And JL once more hiding in plain sight on the bomb side, pushing in, and Apeks laughing at him. CQB on the dig, still converts. Kixon hanging around, he's got Nork in tow. Ahead of the smoke, good strike. Maybe Nork can do it again. Does lightning strike twice? Oh! He cannot be tamed! He cannot be killed! And Vitality immediately sent back to spawn with a broken bank.
Add another clutch to Nork's tally here. They're continuing to build. He's in the teens right now. And this was another skirmish over towards the B side, just fighting, pushing through the smokes, and they line up. Spinks and Zywoo, the final two. The biggest names falter, and Vitality fall 2-1. What a start.
It takes a lot to get a Swede to show emotion. Nork happy with this, and so is Kuban. You can see him on the mic immediately after two incredible comeback rounds. Kuban calls a timeout.
Yeah, this is interesting here. So just wanting to slow things down and let them settle, because those first few really adrenaline-filled rounds right there. The type of rounds that you just converted, coming down to the 1vX scenarios, and Nork in back-to-back occasions picking him up. Just for Nork's sake, give him 30 seconds to have a breath here. Recenter yourself, understand what is likely to come out from Vitality. Now, Cuban might have been expecting another force fight, because only one player stayed alive, right? It was just Nork left over. So with that in mind, he might have been considering another buy here, but Vitality, they were not obliged. They are going to take the more conservative of the two options, probably the correct of the two options, considering they're up one map, and this is now their choice.
Yeah, and we've seen Nork on these one-shot headshots. First the dig, now the AK, and he still has that in play. Vitality, they gotta fear the Swede, fear the Reaper that is Nork right now. Up, spotted, dismounted, JL, motivated, as Stico contributes early, as Magic's gone on the B stairs. Vitality, they're just poking and prodding on the digs, and Spinks, yep, not added to the naughty list.
I wonder if the conversation from Apeks as well was invigorating some of their individuals, because we saw as they drew ever closer to taking it to overtime, they were starting to push a lot more, take a lot more fights, and that's been a big element of their game. Do they clear this corner? Well, we're about to find out. Nork, yeah, confidently will take a bullet, sure, but it is just Dupree now, noisily falling off that ladder, and won't be long for this world. It is about to be a 3-1 scoreline in favor of Apeks. Just a matter of time here, and there you have it.
Wow, that is a dream start. You know, a wise man once told me that actually winning the second round better than the pistol.
Yeah, they've actually given themselves a decent chance here into this first gun round as well, because the AK's come through. I'm gonna have to worry about an AWP just yet. There are going to be 5 AKs out here, but a problem is a little bit of light utility. And this is going to limit the amount of opening options they have. So is it something fast and direct from Vitality, or they're just going to wait out Apeks' opening move? Yeah, Spinks just operating with a smoke, the same for Magisk here, so you can just see how light on they are. And starting 4A. So going to feign out B presence, jumping up, trying to take this space. Nork, Kixon, and Jacob here.
And Nork, he's going aggressive and connecting. Headshot after headshot from Nork. He can't be stopped. You have to kill him yourself. Popping off so much. Jacobs naded him. Apeks forward, gets nothing done, and that is another sensational round out of Nork. Up to JL and Stico to convert all of that hard work, and it's up to Magis to disrupt. Smoke down, shots fired, bomb on his back.
JL's coming, man.
JL's coming. He's gunning for the close. They know. They know.
Oh! All right. Keep them coming. Keep the smiles. And keep the cheers, because the Apeks family.
Yeah, that horn represents the Apeks fan section.
Trying to make as much noise as the Golden Hornets here, but Nork, yeah, you're right. It is Jacob who loves his nade, and catch this, will you, mate? Hold on to that for me.
Yeah, watch out. That's a graffiti play if it wasn't for Jacob. Stop what you're doing. 8-2. I mean, I think Vitality wish he would.
Off to a flyer here. You get dropped from NIP for a legend of the game like Device. You don't know if there's any way back for somebody like Nork, especially with how limp the Swedish scene has been. So great to see some representation here.
I mean, let's not forget where that first major was held.
10 long years ago.
10 years ago, and now we find ourselves here in Paris. A hesitant farewell to a game that has been our obsession for a decade of our lives, changing thousands, if not more, of lives here in the professional scene. Spinks onto Kixon. Now that will, well, temporarily excite the Vitality fans, but you got no armor behind this, or at least you do it on two. It would have to be a slip-up. Jacob, solid. Can he remain so as Apeks is gunning for his head? Weapon retrieved.
Nork,
he has to do so much more. No, not ready for Zywu. Over the smoke, another rifle in place. Stiko and JL looking to clean up. It's a bit of a mess here for Apeks. Zywu spotted. Bodies crossing. Apeks on another onto JL. It's only Stiko. And Zywu's going to keep tapping at his head. Sprays him. Perhaps that will subdue him. Apeks holding the cross. Smoke will obscure view from Zywu. And Apeks isolated, headshotted, and not another from Stiko! 16 HP, he takes down Spinks on the peak, and now up to the Wu. To stop this 1v3, he's just got round the corner. Bomb, half gone. Planted for him, a forward position from Zywu, and on the clear, beautiful positioning from Zywu. Stiko, though, that was a stunning attempt.
Another 1vx situation. We're having an awful lot of these here today, and this is the type of Counter-Strike you want delivered in an arena, in a packed-out house. Zywu will get away with this one, won't he?
This shot onto Spinks is filthy, and look at the angle. You can see he just averts his gaze. Didn't expect to see someone so forward.
We might catch it in the replay here, but Jacob was very upset with himself after that death. Yeah, I saw him immediately after he goes down, hands to the head, frustration. Nork left alone. He grabs one and is done, and then the site overruns. So Vitality, they don't bring in a whole lot, but they get away with an awful lot. 4-2, just a 2-round difference, and it might be enough to stall out Apeks here. They don't really have enough to get a full buy. Right now, this discussion has been had of how they are going to purchase. I'm looking at the buys here. We've got an MP9, a Deagle for Jacob.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so that frustration. And yeah, Jacob knows that a bit of a mistake was made there against a lighter buy.
You got to shake that off, Chad. This is how champions are made. You shrug it off, you say next round. Not easy. Much easier said than done. A mental game just as much as it is a mechanical one. As Magisk eats lead, Stiko the one to feed him. Paid a heavy blood price for it, but Nork, he's looking for more. You've got the advantage, but they continue to maintain an aggressive stance. Smoke under the board to try and advance, but it seems Vitality have other plans. Counter-Strike, an art form in constant evolution. Vitality on Vertigo, looking to recover from a number discrepancy caused by Stiko on the B side.
It looks like they're just trying to keep Apeks moving right now with this jostling for position. Flash forward, takes some space, a little bit more. Leg shown now is Dupree. Molly back to Sandbag. That's going to put Kixon and Nork on notice. Also going to gravitate Jacob and JL over towards A. So a lot of work done with that presence. That stairs smoke needs to be disrespected. Vitality have to run in, and they will.
Do they play retake? You got nothing more. $100 in your back pocket as you lose the sight. Are you going for this fight?
Got a kit here on Kixon. It's flash, smoke, molly combo to make this available. Smoke off towards the Sandbag position, get that molly towards the side or maybe the back pillar, and a flash and go. They're going to give this one a crack.
Yeah, Apeks is going to be that brute force first object. Just looking to do as much damage as he possibly can. Back to turns. Will they get overwhelmed? Will they lose track of him? Through the smoke is Apeks. Dan Matters clear too. And that should be enough, I think. Time not on their side. Apeks will have to back away. Wow, Vitality, a little bit of a redemption from that Mirage fumble in the post plant. They are comfortable there. Puff up their chest and convert a must-win round.
And that right there is showing that they're willing to brave Stiko's B defense.
Right.
That smoke lands top stairs and they run straight through it. Maybe a good idea that they're trying to rejig the setup and pressure over towards A, but regardless, a great smoke to run through. And Apeks appearing through exactly that does damage here. Clothesline Stiko on the way out and kicks it with a shake of his head. Now he mentioned his name, said he went missing on Mirage Shore, but this is an in-game leader in a semi-final of his first major. This is one of the tallest tasks you could ask of somebody 22 years young.
And his opposition on the other side of the server. A fantastic story of this Frenchman. He was the entry fragger. He was the one you just sent in first, make space, do damage. And this evolution into this seasoned, now leader of a team that's vying for a major grand final.
Precisely, and he has the backup of Magis, 3 majors, Dupree, 4 majors, Zonic, been there for that entire conversation as well. So the support network of experience on Vitality is huge. On Apeks, they can turn to Jacob, been in a major semi-final once. They can turn to Stiko. You know, he's been around, and you can turn to Cuban, and you can hope that the wise coach, the wise Al, has some wise words of advice, because we are back into play after a 30-second chit-chat.
Wow, I love this. I love this from JL. The Lithuanian has thrown caution to the wind, but maybe Spinks. Oh, betrayed by the barrel. All the time in the world for Spinks to pull the trigger as JL goes down. A nice aggressive ladder hold from Spinks, anticipating something rather aggressive, and it seems that that's incited Dupree to head up with them. Mid-B split, perhaps.
Vitality have some good B execs here, especially when they can lay in the site with mollies, but apparently it's where the next fight will be coming. Jacob and Kixon. I think Kixon up first, but he's only going to jiggle spot. He's got an MP9 and
he has an
transition. Yeah, this is actually not bad. A good read from Kixon, ahead of the play.
Good hedge of the bets. Stiko to be tested again, and Kixon actually looks one. Ooh, Spinks quick on the draw. Need more from Jacob down now. Missed shots, Magis cleans house. Safe as houses indeed, as they will find 4-4. And we're going to be all tied up after this one. And Apeks can thank Nork for the fact that they've got that 4.
Nork hanging around, seeing if he can find anything here, but Vitality fighting hard for these.
Listen to that.
Look how cheeky Nork's being with it. Hanging around, lingering for a little bit too long, but all good. He is going to be able to retain this rifle. And everybody likes fire.
Most definitely. Especially as it edges you close up to the grand finals of the major.
At least they haven't lost their identity, right? Taking that risk for JL, it's a massive risk. It's a coin toss. You're not in an advantage situation there at all. But they're continuing to try and, in these lesser weapon rounds, put up some type of fight, some type of push. That is a beautiful little double there from Magisk. Be great to get him switched on here. 7 kills for him and Apeks towards the B push. Magisk continuing for a little bit more. JL removed again. First death in back-to-back rounds. This one's a bit more acceptable considering the outlook of the buy. Now,
look at this.
Yeah, as Dupree continues forward, he can just saunter in towards A. They can bring that bomb back at any moment, but that's if they're not already dead. Every head.
Just like that. Now, they do have Nork completely surrounded and executed. Magisk on your screens for a reason. That's another multi-kill round out of him. He's top of the scoreboard, top of the pops for Vitality here. And a Dane with a lot of pedigree. Let's not forget, he was the catalyst to world domination for that Astralis roster. He showed up, and then they just didn't stop.
Yeah, well, he was the missing piece, apparently, for the era. Most dominant team to ever do it. 2 of these puzzle pieces been picked up by Vitality, and this is all a part of that vision of finding himself right here.
Yes.
Right here in Paris, France. This long lead time. They've set their sights, they've timed their peak, and they're against Apeks right now, so, hey, towards the tippy top of exactly that. 3rd timeout for Apeks. So this is really showing you how quick it's gone. We've had 9 rounds of play, about to move into 10. And Kuba doesn't like what he's seeing so far. It's a reach, but I'll give it to you.
Yeah, not too shabby. 10 points to Ravenclaw.
They're putting pressure on B here. Stiko, here they come, mate.
It's going to feel the same. You can see Dupree deploying the utility, and it will keep boots planted. Apeks, they've got a full defense of the A-ramp set up, cocked and ready, but it may not be required. I say that, actually, with bated breath. They've just boosted up the Wu, who's looking to fire off his first shot of this 10th round. His pre-aim is for the jump peak, just for the info. And they're advancing on this stair smoke. Magisk, he was ready for the first, and there's no response from Stiko. No idea that Magisk has smoked himself out, should be able to elope. Not ready for this one. Didn't have a chance. So a 4-on-4, sure, but can you get past Nork? He's got help. Multi-levels, multi-faceted defense. Pulls the trigger onto Dupree. Falls back, Apeks spotted, Molly inbound. Jacob activates, needs the headshot and lays Apeks to rest. Astiko adds Spinks to the pile. Only Zaiwu now. And the first is clean as you like, but Nork's laughing at him. Try again as he nails the head-to-head. The Swede's solid.
And we tie things up once more, 5-5. They are going to work for this one here, Vitality. Apeks, they want this just as much. Still enough for a buy here. Vitality can purchase again. They've even got residual cash for another purchase. Again, this B pressure early. They just want to continue to knock on the door here at Astiko. A nice nade, sure, softens them up, but they're just going to waltz on in. Magus deletes him.
They're exploiting Stiko's hold, and JL, he holds on for one. Dupree, an important frag, is only his
Needs
second.
some cover, needs some cover!
Jacob charging in hopes of disrupting the plant, but it leads to an impossible 2 versus 4.
They have to save here, but this is the thing. If Apeks are going to keep opening 3 players towards the ramp, it means it's a 1-1-3. And that means that Vitality know where the weakness is. And speaking of weakness, they want to make Apeks even weaker, take away a couple more rifles. Nork is close, Kixon not too far away. They can take away either of these save rifles. Loss bonus 400, and that's the orb in the dirt.
This is the butterfly effect. The Spinks soars. Vitality up to 6, but yeah, that will have a ripple throughout the rest of this half. Take everything away from them. No one financially comfortable.
Look at this, a minute 42 on the clock. He's walking into B dry. He's just walking up, taking an angel. That's all that is.
So, theory craft with me. Apeks, you know B's being exploited, but you know the second you send more resources, that A ramp's going to be needed.
Yeah, and I feel like just looking at some of the buying patterns Apeks are falling into right now, might be getting ever closer to the bin.
Oh.
Kixon's bought into a rifle, sure. They want to have an X factor, a little bit of a flavor about this. And as you mentioned, they have started heavy towards B with that rifle. So Kixon was helping out Stiko. We got it highlighted here by our lovely observer, Chev. But he couldn't find anything. Now Vitality have conditioned them to have to worry about B, which weakens their A defense. So now, as you take your time, you have all the advantages in the world. This boost might get a little bit tricky here. How good are your Spinks on your pre-fires?
Oh, his pre-fires and his clears, his angle awareness. It is next level.
To be tested.
Oh, he's ready. No doubt whatsoever. Spinks. Oh, and Stiko with a response. Now, they will have to get a move on because Kixon's got that M4 and Apeks stops it, puts the lid on it. Only a deagle and a USP for Nork. He's sprayed on down. Apeks starting to palm up a few of his own. Burns down to 30 HP. Stiko's dig in ahead of Zaiwu. Dupree holds on. You can see he enjoyed that one.
Yeah, his deagle is dangerous. I think about Mirage, close A ramp, here hitting some bangers, Stiko. It's great to see him hanging with the best. And now starting to really, I don't want to say draw away. It is only 2 rounds here. But in the washing machine at Apeks, I don't like the feeling. Max loss bonus is in play. They've only got 1 timeout left. Dupree with the final blow. Some good aim from him to get up to a mark of 4 frags in total, but Stiko with a smile on his face. You got to enjoy the moment.
Look at this. They're trying again. Stiko to be tested. He's already calling for the cavalry. But it's Zaiwu for the answers. Great flash, good damage. Zaiwu brought low and standing, looking to find more was Stiko. An aggressive stance to start.
Yeah, the gap is middle, and they have nobody home there to try and pressure that. They did that as a unit here, Vitality. So you can see Apeks is feeling the calls, and the team are following suit. Watching out A ramp, and Zaiwu doesn't need to extinguish right now. Sure, he's low.
Wow, full reset. Oh, and Zaiwu over the top of the smoke, just on the edge of it. Nork gets caught.
I can't believe Nork braved that. The way that the meta is adjusting, here's a mid-smoke available from Dupree. They're going to split B.
Yeah, and it's going to be Stiko and JL tested from a different angle. Look at that smoke. Look at the diligence. He's already in their spawn, burrowing behind enemy lines. Spinks, look at this angle. JL is unprepared. And it's Spinks again to add another do the tally. Ripped to shreds. Our Apeks is 8. A 1-out T-half here from Vitality.
Now you're going to wonder, is it too early for the likes of Dupree, Zonic, Magis to be setting their sights on yet another major to add to that trophy cabinet? I don't think there's any doubt about Zonic and him being well, the top-notch coach, the top of the totem pole. Nobody has the accolades. But this is the thing, Dupree has a couple of teammates he's tied up with from old days, and I'm sure he would love to elevate himself above the rest. And those rests, they wouldn't even make it to this major.
It's poetic, isn't it?
I'll see ya.
Zonic.
Oh, everybody's going down. Take it all the way.
8 locked in, peanuts, pocket lint, and a Haribo wrapper is all Apeks will have to boast here.
Yeah, keep going for these partial investments.
The money's lined up. Apeks fans still present, but likely on the edge of their seats for the rest of this Vertigo. Vitality seem truly indomitable, untouchable. As the calls are coming out of Apeks, Mr. Madisclair, he's calling a good game here, despite the frustrations visible.
It's a direct game, that's for sure. Now we're going to smash and bang into A.
Yeah, it is. It's brute force. And look at the diligence. The flash is good, and JL's dead. Look at them go. Dupree, double. Apeks in trouble. Going for the perfect one. Everyone alive and kicking. As this pressure is not being felt by Vitality. The whole of France watching. All of Denmark watching. All of Israel. Round 15. And they're looking for that double digit. That always feels extra special when you come into that next half with 10, and it's been quite the run here, Chad. 8 of the last 9 rounds going the way of Vitality.
And it could have been a whole lot better. They won the pistol, and they lost the follow-up. And that's how Apeks have got the majority of their rounds here. But is there any more fight? 9-6 still possible.
They're looking to fight. Let's see, does this underdog have any more fight? Respect the util.
Or bait it out. Because right now, Apeks, sure, again, they're just splitting this 2-3 spread mid. So susceptible here. They've been conditioned throughout this map on both sides of the server.
Nervous. A 6 would go a long way.
Nork wants to play for info here. Him and Jacob have transitioned into more aggressive positions. There's still mollies available for Sandbag. Once this starts to subside, oh, maybe it won't subside. Jacob could redeploy, or he could just sit and wait as Magisk is going to be greeted.
I love this angle. JL's not expecting this again. These angles, they're so deadly. And the headshot from Magisk. He's ready for more, and he lays down the law. Double entry all the way, and the rest is a fate. Nork pulled over like a moth to the flame. Oh, Jacob flattened. Meets the Zywoo Warp, but it's a red carpet run for 10 now. Dupree posted, look at this, lackadaisical as Nork goes looking through there. Headshot provided. They cannot be tamed right now. As Vitality, clean as you like, look to collect 10. And it feels like it may be that nail in the Apeks coffin. A beautiful Hollywood tale. Overcoming adversity, overcoming huge names. With more opportunity, has not. The Golden Hornets are here. And Vitality are 6 rounds away from making history here in Paris.
Man on your screen, first major semi. Looking for his first final, looking for his first trophy. Best Counter-Strike player in the world right now. There's not even a debate.
And what a team around him. Everyone pulling their weight here on Vertigo. And can they remain undefeated in the pistols as well? Apeks would bite your arm off for one. 5 rounds to boast. Our underdogs find themselves on the attack.
They've left Zywoo at A. This is going to be a quick response over towards B. Apeks has flashed to set up Dupree.
Seco util. Headshot required. Falls away. Dupree repositions. Looking to slow down this run. They're coming through. And it's already good from Magis. Aggressive though, through the smoke, and he loses his life, loses his head. Magis cool, calm, looking for trouble. Bomb should go down. They're gonna push through, and they're not ready for Kingston. Solid, and Jacob closes. Apeks, they take their first pistol, a triple from the Norwegian to keep the hopes alive.
About time they were able to pick up one of these. And we thought, just over there on Mirage, they were doing a great job as far as the gun rounds, as far as the clutches. It was the pistols that were missing here. So they pick up one, nice little B execute. In they go, get the bomb down, have no issues here with Jacob, just bopping away at a couple of heads, making it look easy and trying to fire up the rest of the team. JO making some noise as Vitality, they will not roll over. I want to fight for this. We've seen how deadly they can be on some of these lighter buy scenarios. This is 5 equals again, peppered up, JL low.
Main objective here, do not trip over your shoelaces.
Oh, it's looked wobbly, hasn't it?
All it takes, and we've seen it in this map already. Deagles can be deadly, these hand cannons, especially in the hands of these masters of their craft, can do wonders. And if they want to come ramp, they have to get through the woo.
See this here, the jump spot. This is, again, just for info. To buy time for the rotation, he can drop a defensive smoke, deploy it as he likes. As he jumps next, he will see something. So, giving a bit of information. You see he's
saving
timed it perfectly, right? He has dropped back. They have a minute on the clock. And now as Apeks were into action up this ramp, you can take a look at the util that they have available. Molly towards the sandbag. Nobody home. Smoke's here to block, and Zywoo.
He is going for something a little audacious. Jacob so aware. Takes down one.
Sphinx is still here.
Yeah, I don't know if JL's going to continue this. Yes, he is. A big one. And Magis pushing, punished. Clean. And remains so. Jacob another. A triple in back-to-back rounds from Jacob. He's here now, and so are Apeks. Up to 7. And you'd think an 8th is imminent.
And they're the ones with a good start this time round. Remember the first half, sure, the pistol went to Vitality, they lost the follow-up. A good stretch of rounds, 4 consecutive for Apeks out the gates in that first half of play. And now, with the pistol conversion in the second, yeah, you mentioned this third. Should be easy as you like. There's no rebuttal available here from Vitality. And the confidence from Jacob, right? He's not given up just yet. Got himself up to 11 kills here. But he gets stuck in.
That will boost
very,
confidence.
yeah, well, Jacob, we got a bit of inside knowledge from the boys back in the day. He's one of these players who just loves to fight, right? He's very stubborn in his approach. Got 2 boosts here. One to catch him off on the scale, and I suppose once they take this initial exchange, then the next boost will activate with Apeks and Magis, and that's even if they do finish towards A.
But I like that. You know, when you haven't got any reason to play it by the book, come up with something to give you an edge, albeit with the element of surprise.
Yeah, this would have to go really wrong. Sure, there's 2 P250s. They're going to have to be laser sharp. First bullets are going to have to land here.
Jacob was aware of smoke pushes, but oh, that's info! And Kickson caught out. The boost catches him. And Stiko looking to stretch his legs, but they're coming forward with the smoke in his hand.
Oh, no!
He's going down! Surely not! JL accelerates. He knows he can be the man in the moment.
It's okay,
Into the site.
it's okay.
Into the
bomb's
site.
in A.
And just going to keep all their feet planted. Apeks aware, trying to rotate through.
Uh-oh.
And man just go for
Uh-oh.
does have the one in the back, finds it, should be traded. Zywoo will get 2 clean to the head. A weapon now in his hands as the bomb's down on A, sure. Jacob forward, you said he likes to fight. They've got low HP, it shouldn't be too threatening, but Zywoo always is, and there's one. Finishes the job, and another from Jacob. Really heating up now, he's just launched himself to the 13 frag total. And with it, Vitality's hopes of converting. 3 frags, I mean, that's not to be snuffed at.
No, decent damage, right, if you're going to take it from that angle, sure. Dupree just trying to make a couple more go down with him, but no more damage available. There's now going to be just a 2-round gap. Apeks.
9 frags in 3 rounds out of Jacob. He's holding on when Apeks do have these wobbles. He's staying solid.
Zywoo's AWP's out here on the CT side. We know that he likes to mix it up. Not always within the AWP. But this time round, wants to take it over towards A. Dupree just gets through. Come on through.
Aggression, the remedy, Vitality gifted a double from Dupree.
What are you meant to do now? Apeks, you worked so hard for the first three. You've done a great job to give yourself this 2-round gap.
I love this.
Now,
I love the util set, especially if he chooses to try and kick up more of a fuss. If he hits anything else on top of this, could disrupt to make space for Kixon and Nork.
yeah, just so hard, right? Dupree, he's essentially bait in all of this. JL seems still aware.
I don't think Spinks would dare. Doesn't need to.
Yeah, that's a bad smoke. Nork might actually be able to use this if he comes up the stairs here against them, so...
More utility.
Is it a fake or is it a go? Good molly. That's trouble.
There's confirmation, and now it could be a frag. There you go, one back, JL. The bomb on its way, as is the rotation. Space being made for Kixon. 40 seconds, they don't have to completely commit. Apeks.
Oh, Apeks saw him. Apeks saw him, I think.
Yeah. And the confirmation. That's pulling other ones. Rotation. Dupree second guessing. The veteran.
Kixon's running. Zai was hearing this.
19 majors for Dupree. And he's headed in the public square by JL. They're back in this now. A 3v5 goes 3v3, and Nork not satisfied. He wants 4. Bloodshed. Apeks holds on, hanging on by a thread. 20 HP. Zai on to JL, leaves it all onto Kixon. He's been quiet. Can the North Macedonian leader give him anything to celebrate? The spray is good. Apeks low. What beats the bomb? And Kixon says, play on! 9! That is divine! Apeks, it's a one-round game now.
That's a confidence booster right here for Kixon. Sold a little something over towards A, but it's all JL. The hard work to get them in. They get the bomb down and Kixon in the clutch. Zaiwu caught off guard. Apeks low on HP, and that one is going to feel good. Frustrations starting to build now. A huge advantage. Dupree got 2 kills in the first 15 seconds of the round, and that wasn't enough. Vitality couldn't find their first CT round, and Nork with another opener.
Zaiwu went looking, and Nork happy to give it to him. These are the kind of rounds they can stack up, and that's when that mental game starts to be played. No matter how hard you try, you will start seeing victory ahead of time. And rounds like that, they make you question it.
Staying diligent still at Apeks, right? Using all the correct utility. Helping them scale. Well, there's 3 here.
Look, at Kixon, no, we had another there. Jacob's got all the space. Oh, not the headshot though. It's his teammate, JL. Providing, now they are low, and Kixon's, he's been put 6 feet lower. Dupree's dig, it can be dastardly.
They're going B.
Why not?
Too many problems at A. Just leave JL here with them up in the bucket.
And JL will sweep another under the rug. You got 2 bullets, you got 1 HP, mate. Call your jets. Call your jets, doesn't matter. On fire indeed. That is perfect. A 5-round run into the half to equalize. 10-10. Loving it. Every single generation can enjoy Counter-Strike, and this is all tied up now.
Vitality, look at this. Change up here. Second gun round, double AWPs.
Okay.
1 for Spinks, 1 for Zaiwu.
That's the big red button.
And it's good for Spinks over towards mid. A good weapon for him to wield. It's like he did back in the end stays as well when Hades didn't want to equip the big green.
Zaiwu commanded to provide first blood, and Kixon. A miss from the Woo! Can Magic recover? Opting for the AWP, that's cheeky. And Magic, here's that warning shot. Advantage for Apeks to take the lead here on Vertigo. Vitality's pick. And so far, perfect on the attack. Oh, and Apeks will continue the attack. Actually brings the fight to Magisk on top. Hold on, Nork. Hold on. Apeks aware.
Barrel.
Spotted, and it's Apeks again. Stiko and Jacob.
They can't drop back. They have to go A. Dupree's confirmed that.
Jacob investigates, and all he gets is hot lead from the M4. Magisk, just one more. Flank coming in. Dupree going to be questioning where he's gotten off to. Spinks loses his head. And now an AWP for Stiko instead. Is there really more in this? Clutch not ready. Nice moves from Dupree. And Vitality.
Might have to get the Mahone zone on that one. I know it didn't lead to the round win, but it led to a round opener. That molly Kixon used is something that they deploy to clear out that position, but they threw it so that it created a gap for him to push through. It's like they do an Ancient as well at the top of the B ramp.
That's geeky.
So Apeks getting tricky with it, but those tricks, they don't secure them around. If anything, Vitality more than happy. You want to go for that quick play? We'll be ready. ZywOo goes down short. The rest of the players stand up tall, and double AWPs retained here.
Maybe we get some AWP action. You can see Nork bringing out the T side. Zoom banger. We know where that molly's destined for. Nork successful on his. On the floor of elevator. Should be threatening, but it's actually Kingston catches Apeks off on the reload, so short-lived success for Dan Madisclair. But with ZywOo's help, it may not be of concern. Magisk and ZywOo. Action matches, repels, spraying three! That is pedigree, and look at that for the finish! That's twice now. Apeks just gets to watch this time. They concede an advantage and recover flawlessly.
And in the process, break Apex's money here. Magisk, he is finding himself on the big stage, where this individual has done some magnificent work over the years. Thrust forward into the fight, doesn't let him get away, and breaking the hearts right now of Apeks. Smiles are on the faces, 4 more rounds.
The Aqua Arena can feel it coming. Apeks, first blood, Kixon watching. Now Jacob has chosen to try and ply his trade when everyone else chooses not to invest, and is rewarded. 1. But what more can this Norwegian do? It rests on his shoulders.
Good molly.
Forces him back.
They can take space.
No one to
now.
punish Stiko crawling. His Deagle's great. Molly's perfect though. Maybe caught off by the fade. Magisk to re-aggress. He wants to do it all, and he impressed with the spray. Nork next victim, tapping heads, comfortable. This warrior continues to farm. 24 and counting. But it's actually boiled down to something of a round here for Nork.
Yeah, something manageable as well. He's got Kevlar, no head armor, short. Has been able to scavenge this AK. No util to work with, and is taking on the French in their Coliseum right now. Has to stay quiet about things. There's more than enough time to make this possible. Let's go with the shift key, sprints in towards A, and as the bomb goes down, he'll say, let's play.
I would be in disbelief if Nork can hold his nerve again.
He has just been insane in the clutch. But look at the nades against him. There's a kit on ZywOo. Smoke for the bomb.
And he's going around the world looking to pick up another clutch. Spotted out, surely Vitality with that utility. But down goes ZywOo. Apeks! Hold on! And Vitality 3 rounds away from that grand final here on home soil.
Doing it the hard way there, the 10-second defuse. The kid of ZywOo, he's going to find that after the fact. Grabs the AWP. And this was a round with 1 AK and some upgraded pistols. And it comes down to a 1-on-2 against Nork, who's been making everybody squawk.
Truly. I mean, Apeks, this is such a performance. Every single day they've woken up at the major, and every single day they play on. Will this day be the exception as the final timeout called?
And will Vitality stay undefeated in the map department? An impressive feat in itself. Still got that one more game to go, and that's if they can get there.
And how many chances left for Apeks to throw a spanner in the works of that? You can count on one hand.
This will be one of the final few, and not just because of the round count. They need to get in, they need to get the bomb down again. They need to keep themselves threatening here. Still a close game. Still a lot to play for. The third map, they'd love to get to Inferno, and I'm sure we'd all love to see it.
It would require some heroics. Looking to overcome Vitality in a form unlike anything we've seen before from them. And look at Spinks, ready and rocking. Kingston trading, Dupree, present and correct.
Jail's taking B space. They have to know this is possible right now. Dupree getting over here in time. Knows that this is a gap. Jacobs found a kill.
Traded, Zyru, but it's JL in this head-to-head, and he still holds on.
He's got B. Apeks is here, but he's late.
Oh, Molly, he has to respect it. This 2-on-2.
Zyru and Apeks again for the clutch.
This French pair, Dan Madesclair and Mathieu Herbeau for 14. Or can JL catch this head?
No!
It's all onto the woo. Lots of time. And whoa, no! No teammates for Nork. Zyru through the smoke. Zyru looking like a man possessed. And Nork at the bay.
Another for Nork. They just keep coming. Leave this Swede last alive. He's got no problems. No problems at all. I've lost count. I think he came in today with 11 1vx situations from Challenger Legends, now the champion stage. He's got to be up to 14, 15, maybe even 16.
Yeah, I mean, this is just Nork at his best again. And he's up against Zyru. I'm convinced he's been comfortable in the head-to-head.
Yeah, well, that's ridiculous. He should never be getting away with that. And Nork just posts up, hits the shot.
Undaunted.
And look at this. Look at the purchases or lack thereof.
Oh, what a gift this is to those watching. I'm sure Vitality would be feeling different.
Yeah, we're seeing the ebbs and flows of the Counter-Strike economy here really come into play for both of these teams.
Again, the utility's good.
Nice.
That was Zyru with the rifle.
Yeah.
And lots of CTs there, but maybe not for much longer. Everyone's winning their duel. Zyru the exception.
Kickson's seeing them all. I'm pretty sure he's counted 3 in that moment. That's going to free up JL to start hunting. Jacob and Stico to constrict their movements. And yeah, just deal with them like this. You know where they are. Take that fight. See if Zai was able to hold on to this rifle here, but considering they started searching immediately, he will be doing good to stay alive behind the sandbag. He has been noted now. JL probably not going to clear this corner. So there you go, Spinks. Take that AK-47.
No complaints. Maybe for Zyru, though.
Damn, Spinks to the rescue. He wanted to come on over and help him out, but thinks better of that now. At least they can retain 1 rifle, so that's all they brought into this round. But a 1-round game is why we find ourselves in Apeks. Continue to try and draw things close up.
This is a treat. I mean, we had 16-14 on that first map, and Vitality, they held on in the final round of regulation. And Apeks, they've come into Vertigo with some tenacity. There's no doubt about it. This team are not letting off the gas. They're not getting consumed by the environment. They're playing their game up against the whole crowd and the 5 players in the server. Nate looks good. JL swallows it. Nork, though, tries to enable him. Ooh, to find an angle. Hold on. Dupree, perfect position in anticipation of that move. And now Apeks is T-side hamstrung in this round. And it gets worse. Another shot to the Achilles. Spinks cuts out Jacob. Apeks playing it safe. Canary in the coal mine of mid. And Stico confirms. Information flows. 50 seconds for this final go. Oh, he's not quite got the flash on the money there.
Yeah, we'll just slow them down, but we can see there's no problem. And they have to use extra resources, and look what that's done. Apeks has time to rotate over, Magic's as well. It's essentially a 3-on-3 on this A site once Stico gets here, and Spinks has just pushed B. So they have a great idea where this finish will come through. If Nork can get towards the sandbag position, and oh, he's got the bomb, he's going to need a plan. Never mind.
Smoke is good. Zywu needs one and provides it. Kixon only the one back. Two, somehow fumbling on the silencer as Zywu gives him a chance. Kixon goes down. Nork on the bomb plant. Should be a dead man, and it is. Zywu secures it. A triple kill out of Monsieur Elbow, and now we've never had a trumpet. Outstanding. Truly.
Quiet practice paid off, huh?
Yeah.
One time at Bandcamp, I played the trumpet in front of 10,000 people.
At the last CSGO major, no less, as Vitality were 2 rounds away from the final.
I'll be honest, I almost fumbled the back there.
Right, I was scared.
Out of character.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it hinges on this. Strap in. Will we see more Counter-Strike?
Spinks already has so much space highlighted here. It's a really good camp to take at this moment, because while they try and take back this A ramp control, Vitality already know nobody is B lobby. Nobody, not even a lurk. You're not worried about the seesaw.
What? The Stico Deeg, a persistent threat, but Kixon caught from behind. JL keeps their hopes alive. He paid a heavy price. 13. All he has to work with. Unlucky for some. But is he one of them? Stico's Deagle deadly. Chips further away at Dupree's health pool.
They can get into A. I was very passive
They
here.
are.
A molly to deny the plant.
Certainly. Smoke on Nork, though, for certainty. Respect it. You got time. Ooh, JL's got headshots. Zywu does, though, onto JL. And it falls to Nork. Not again. I don't believe it. The man can't. Surely, clutch up again. He denies it all. And a unified, shared belief.
Vitality have to know what that means now. Apeks lost bonus, 1900 coming into the next. As we watch them collect 15, 16 is all but a certainty here. The buy is almost buy. There's no money available here. Apeks scrap this together. It's got to be fast, it's got to be furious, it's got to be in your face.
Only Tech 9s and already battered and bruised. If ever there was a time for that 16th in what remains of Vertigo, it has to be now. Every move you make could be your last on this stage for Apeks. You cannot put a foot wrong, a pixel incorrect, and it could cost you, because Spinks is sharp as attack. And he's ready for this attack. He's coming! A triple kill to acquire certainty. JL, he's going to be all alone. No, Stico's the one. And he's only got 19 HP. He's got nothing. Absolutely nothing. And Zywu's coming for you with a pistol. Throws away the orb, says, I know what I need to finish it clean. Oh! And it costs him. Brought down, 15 is all the damage dealt. Stico's Deeg, no way. No, not now. How is he still alive? He's down to 2 HP. He somehow lives on, and now they're pushing in. You have it. It's magic. Stories like these. That's what you put in the movies. Poetry. For Vitality. Dreams becoming reality right before our very eyes. Can anyone stop this vitality streak? This revolution is being televised.
Talk about timing the peak perfectly. Paris in the calendar, their only focus. A first major final debut for the likes of Spinks, for the likes of Zaiwu, and a chance to add more trophies to the cabinet for Dupree, Matches, Apeks, and of course, Zonic. This team, one match away from lifting the trophy here on home soil.
Nork, an incredible performance throughout the series. I mean, truly doing himself proud. Stiko as well.
Redemption for so many players in that Apeks jersey.
Wow.
Jacob off our radar, Nork, Stiko, and then the new blood, the new boys, JL and Kixon making a name for themselves here today. Putting up some strong Counter-Strike.
Breathe
But the fan favorite, I'm going to throw this down to Banks with Stiko.
Well, Stiko, the journey ends here. I hope you can hear me okay, because this is wild. For you, a tough game, a close game on Mirage as well. You guys put up a good fight. And even on Vertigo, there was a chances. You made it competitive. But what was that like to play against this crowd?
It was amazing. It was amazing, and it's a pleasure to be here. What this crowd did was something incredible.
And it's been a while for you, but you've come back with Apeks. You've shown full strength. You've shown full commitment. This has looked damn good. We've got the whole team joining us for this one. What do you make of this, though? When we see you went 3-1s at the Challengers, 3-2 on Legends to get through to this, you take down Nip in the end and Liquid in very good fashion. Is this just the start of something for you guys?
Hopefully. I mean, what we were doing is months of hard work, and the fact we made top 4 here is a reason that it was worth it. And we were doing something right, and we will keep doing so.
And hard work certainly pays off. And for you guys, all coming from different areas, all coming from different backgrounds, right? And then making this team work. Is it like a dream? Is it like a fairy tale? Kind of a bunch of misfits that came together and made it work?
Absolutely. I mean, we would love to top it over with the final performance, but it was impossible today against Vitality and the whole arena here.
It definitely was. Well, I think you should give your semi-finalists here of Apeks a big round of applause. They put up one hell of a fight. Everyone's cheering for you right now, Dan. Apeks, you've been on some of the biggest stages. You've been in these arenas. But how does this feel now? Home?
It's incredible. It's incredible to be here. I'm really happy we delivered win final of the French Major, and it means so much. I don't know how to describe it, but the feeling I have is the best in my life.
Now, I want to talk about that Mirage a little bit to start off with. It was looking like they might have been able to take the overtime, maybe able to take that from you. But how good did it feel? Did you feel at that point you're like, okay, we didn't break when it got close, so this is ours now?
I think that we should have closed more rounds on our city side. We lost so many clutches overall, but we all do control the whole game once again, and that's what matters. I'm just proud of my boys. Everyone is stepping up when it matters, and that's so good.
It is definitely so good, and it's looking so good. You've now booked yourself the grand final spot. It's looking like the fairy tale in Paris. How does it feel? Does it feel like that? Do you feel like you can go all the way now? Is this it?
Well, it's been 8 years that I didn't play a major final, so it feels good, I'm not gonna lie. But doing it here and giving everything to win it here will be the best gift we could give to French people. So, no worries, guys, we will give everything.
You certainly did. I don't think I need to tell them, but I'll just remind them. Guys, Apeks and Vitality are in the grand final tomorrow!
Vitality writing history before our very eyes. The first time they make it to a major Grand Finals, and it could not be more poetic of them to do it in Paris. ZywOo finally touching distance from a major trophy. But what makes this even more impactful, Matthew, it's off the back of an entire team victory.
They bend, but they don't break. That is the story of Vitality here in Paris. And once again, we've witnessed a great example on the stage. Kudos to Apeks, really pushed them to their limits. They had a very commendable and honorable effort into this semi-final, but Vitality remained in control. The words of Apeks resonate, echoes with the truth. It was a team effort. Everybody stepped up when they needed. We've had a bunch of clutches going left, right, and center, but we stayed the course. We remained calm. This is a new Vitality, one that is poised to hoist the trophy here in Paris.